And hello everybody, this is Adjoiner Code and I'm here with my good friend Southern Locust. Hello. Yeah, it was my pleasure. We've been trying to do this on and off like for a few months already, but it's finally here. Okay, say it again because I think I had you muted. Say something.
Oh, sorry.
All right, now
I'm
we're
totally glad to be here, man. Yeah, glad to be here doing it with you. It's a pleasure, man. Glad to finally be able to do this with you. We've been planning this for, what, over a month or two? Longer than that?
Couple months, I guess, because it was for Night City Wire 1.
Yeah, Night City Wire 1. And then I was just figuring out how to do really streaming for this stuff. But yeah, man, we're here. We're here now.
Hopefully next time we could do it on your channel.
Oh yeah, I'd be down for that.
All right, let's try to make that work. By the way, he has a Cyberpunk channel. The link for it's on the video description. Go check that out. It's really nice.
Yeah, I do everything and anything Cyberpunk 2077, from lore videos to news updates to music to you name it.
Nice.
So, I'm very, very excited for this game.
Yeah, same.
To say the least.
The hype is real, right?
Oh yeah, it's what's keeping me going through finishing my degree right now. Because I get out of my semester the week before the game drops. And I'm like, yes, I have a full month and a half just to study. I'm a master's in business administration, focus in management and marketing.
Nice.
Marketing, excuse me.
That's very helpful.
Oh yeah.
Alright guys, so the Night City Wire is coming up in 17 minutes and we're gonna do a commentary / react, but in the meanwhile we can just chat, talk about anything, Cyberpunk, whatever. Life, personal life.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm just meeting this guy.
Yeah, he's just now meeting me. This is the first time we're actually having a one-on-one chat, seeing each other.
Yep.
I mean, we talked in DMs, but that's about it.
So this is as natural as it could be.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah,
most
100 unscripted. So.
Well, I always do my best to keep it real and honest. Anything you want to ask or talk about, I'm game.
Yeah. So just gonna answer DMC there on the chat. Sorry, man, no words on crossout update. I'm like 99.9% done with that, so I have no idea what's going on. But I know that Mr. G is all over it, and maybe Tree Burger, so go check them out because they are still on the game. All right, so big expectations for this episode. We're gonna see the gangs, right, and system requirements. That's the word on the street.
Yes. They changed that. That's what they changed for the music, didn't they? Because they were going to do the soundtrack originally, and then they had to back out for some reason. Which I'm assuming was they were going to do some edits to it or something, or they just weren't really sure about doing that yet. Maybe.
My bet is I don't know. Maybe I'm dreaming here and I'm being silly, but my bet is maybe they're gonna have someone live, some big artist, and probably some schedule issues. I don't know. That's my bet. Because that would be sick if they could get like some big shot artist live there. That would be something. Maybe a concert, a song or something. I don't know. Playing.
You remember they had was it game? No, not game. It was the Game Awards last year.
With Grimes.
They had Grimes. Who played
Grimes. Yeah.
Lizzy.
Yep.
And that was phenomenal. But that little video they did, the animated video with her as Lizzy Wizzy in the net, had a lot of details. It did a full-scale version of the map. It showed
there's a lot of stuff.
Arasaka. At one point I thought we saw Lizzy Wizzy, but not Lizzy Wizzy. Her name. Alt Cunningham.
Yeah.
But I think that was debunked.
Yeah, no, that's... But... yeah, probably not. I don't know. Maybe. But no.
Yeah. But yeah, we've gotten a lot, and then recently we actually did see Alt Cunningham in the Becoming Samurai, where they talked about in the last episode of Johnny.
We still don't have an actor for that revealed, do we? Like who's gonna play?
We do not.
Yeah, we do not, right? Yeah.
We do not.
It's probably not gonna be anyone famous, I guess, but who knows?
It'd be ironically funny if it ends up being Lady Gaga.
I never thought about it, but yeah, I highly doubt it, but who knows? Maybe.
Yeah, they had that rumor like a year ago that they thought it was going to be Lady Gaga in the game. And they're like, no, Lady Gaga's not in the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, imagine if it comes like big Uno reverse card and it just happens to be Lady Gaga playing Alt Cunningham.
I don't know. I think I
hilarious.
felt like they just spent all their budget on Keanu already. I don't think they have the money to hire anyone else. I don't know, because that's probably
Honestly,
not gonna come cheap. I don't know.
Oh no, I'm more shocked. But the thing is with Keanu, he doesn't do any role. He just doesn't do any role. He does something that either he gets a lot of feeling from, or if it's something that he feels like he could really get behind. Like he just won't take any role.
Yeah.
So I think it was just he felt so close to Johnny. Because, I mean, the original person who was supposed to play Johnny was actually supposed to be David Bowie, and that's who Johnny's based off of. If you look at the original concept art for
actually, it's really
Cyberpunk,
never thought about it.
he has the hair like David Bowie, got it built like David Bowie, got the dress style of David Bowie, and they tried contacting him multiple times before he passed away, unfortunately. And they could just never get to him. Like Mike Pondsmith he said he wrote a ton of letters to him. And tried to get in contact with him before. Just didn't work out, unfortunately. But Johnny,
that's crazy.
Now we got Keanu Reeves, which cannot be more perfect. As a person to play it,
because he's on his best of all time. I mean, he's on the hype for everything. He has tons of movies going on, and
he does.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna come cheap. Because even if he's doing that for love, he's still gonna charge a lot. Because I imagine that's a lot of work. It's way more than like let's say you're doing an animated movie. Like it's way more lines than that.
Right. Yeah, it is.
Way more.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. I definitely think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say 12 minutes to go, but go ahead.
I think the main thing is because you're combining mocap with audio recording. And then all the other stuff they got to do, because I mean, they got to be able to perfectly recreate him in the game. I don't know how long that's supposed to take. I know they have scanners that they can do full 3D scans of you and then kind of import that scan into a system and then work on it from there.
Yeah. I think they're probably going to use a lot of voice to face thing. Instead of doing like facial capture for the voice acting, they're probably just going to capture the voice and just going to use AI to make the movement. Because I don't think they're gonna be able to pay him to do every scene with face cam capturing. I don't know. That's probably gonna be really expensive. But yeah,
it's probably a set thing he put up there, and they just kind of took it. I don't know.
Yeah. And we're also gonna see a lot of influencers on the game. Yesterday we just got the Alana, right? Is that the name?
A lot of Pierce, yeah.
Yeah. I personally don't know her. I just knew her like 1 month ago because she played the game and she was doing some videos about it. That's when I learned about her. But she's really famous, kind of, right? A lot of people know her.
She used to work for IGN.
Yeah.
And then she left IGN because she really didn't want to deal with that anymore. And she moved over to Funhouse Media, and she does like gaming podcasts with, I think it's Troy Baker and 2 other people. I forget their names offhand, but I know Troy Baker is in the podcast. And then, of course, she does YouTube. She's really been heavy in game media for like the past, I'd say, decade, close to it. I knew her before a little bit. I'd watched some of her videos on YouTube, and then when she started doing Cyberpunk, I watched some more for obvious reasons. Just looking for details and stuff. But I watched her video yesterday where she talked about being in the game, and she couldn't give many details about it, except that the only way you can see her is if you play as a nomad, which made me happy because that's the playthrough I plan to do when I start the game.
Me too.
So, she doesn't know like what's the backstory for her character. She doesn't know the details of the quest. She did say she was paid handsomely for her role, which is good. Yep. And I mean, she's been reiterating many times that she does not plan to do any review for this game because she's got too much bias, and she revealed that this was the reason why she had bias. She's known about this for a year. And I'm like, how did you not leak this out to somebody?
Yeah, I could not.
That must have been.
I could not keep that secret.
That must have been so difficult.
Yeah, I agree, especially if you're so passionate about But I don't see the reviewing as such a big deal. I mean, our reviews are biased. There's no such thing as unbiased review. You have your set of experience and you're gonna be biased. So I don't know.
Right.
As long as you disclaimer your connection, like I got paid to do that and that and that, and this is my opinion, whatever.
Yeah. I think she's just opting out entirely because she's like, I have too much invested in this. They sent me a chair. They let me play the game early. They sent me merch. They let me be in the game. Yeah. It's like I have too much of a foundation in it to be like, let's honestly review this.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that chair. I want that so bad. Oh god, I really would love to have the chair. And now there's this Keanu figurine. Oh my god, I would never be able to afford it. Yeah, the Keanu 1/4.
Yeah. With that LCD screen.
Yeah,
dude,
I want that so bad. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
I knew that it was going to be expensive, but I was like $900.
Well, to be fair, that is pretty standard for 1/4 figurines. If you Google around, like pretty much every 1/4 figurine is about that price. Because it's huge. Like 1/4 is, I don't know, it's huge.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to save up big time for it, but the only ones that I'm looking into is apparently one of the V's. I would really wish they would do the Yaiba Kusanagi separate. Yeah. But they only sell it in a bundle with either male or female V, or you can do the ultimate setup, which is both of them.
Yeah. That's really nice.
And then, I mean, I don't think it exists anymore, but when they first released those, they had a deal going on. The first 200 people or something could get the flathead spider bot.
Yeah.
I'm like, why couldn't y'all just sell that with it, man? It's so cool.
My personal favorite is the Trauma Team figurine. That's my favorite. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love Trauma Team.
I'll totally get that. Have you read the comic?
Not yet, no. I really want a physical version. I mean, I may have to get digital, but I really want a physical version.
Yeah, I just got the digital because if you're just meeting me here right now on the stream, actually you don't know that. So I live in Brazil, so I don't have access to a lot of physical stuff. So I have to.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to stick with the digital most of the time. Hello, Eric. Welcome. Hi there. Okay, we are 6 minutes out from Night War 3. Ooh, I'm excited. By the way, I just yesterday noticed, because when I was reading the description of Night City Wire, it totally slipped me that they're gonna showcase the city as well. It's not only the gangs, but they're gonna show the city around somehow. I'm really excited about it.
Oh yeah, that would make sense, because did you see, I think it was a day or two ago, they showed off like a 3-second window opening of Night City, and it was entirely different than what it looked like in 2018 demo when you were in V's apartment.
Exactly. So I was rereading that tweet, and the first 2 lines is we're gonna show city and the gangs, and my eye just skipped to the gangs, and I didn't read the first part. But they're gonna show the city as well.
Yeah, it's
Hello, Cameron. Welcome.
It's gonna be phenomenal. I can't wait to see all the, because the details they did just in that little window. Somebody put it side by side. I was like, they changed so much.
Yep. And one thing that it's sort of hard to notice, even the window itself is vastly different, because back then it was like a super futuristic, like the glass would change shape, and not shape but colors, and now it's more like a mechanical thingy. It's more like raw. I don't know, I like it, because this apartment is not fancy. It's like it's a cheap neighborhood, right? It's on Watson, right?
Yeah, it's in a mega building.
Yeah, but it is not a mega building on a fancy district. It's like on the cheapest one.
I think they said that depending on what life path you choose, your apartment will be different, but the location.
But it's going to be the same location, right? Yeah.
Yeah, location doesn't change, but it's going to look different. So your corpo, it'll probably look a little bit more modern. If you're a nomad, it's going to look more aged. If you're a street kid, of course, it's going to be probably what it was like in 2018, except updated.
Yeah.
Because that was a street kid playthrough. I don't know. I'm just ready for Nomad. Like, I saw the iguana. Somebody like leaked out that little scene. I was like, That's why I got my new profile picture done. I was like, put the iguana on there. Like, Nomad's gonna be cool.
Yeah, according to someone who played the game, the whole iguana thing is that iguana is your kind of quest, your main quest. You have to smuggle that iguana into Night City, and that's your first job, sort of. I like this idea. It's so weird. An iguana, like, all right.
Yeah, well, just because in Cyberpunk animals are really rare, and like if you have an actual animal, it's very expensive.
Yep.
Very, very expensive. Because most of them are either synthetic or they're dead.
Yep.
So.
No. So Eric saying Nomad is where is that Alana? Yep. Alana is gonna be on the Nomad life path. So apparently you can only the only quest that would involve her is on the Nomad life path, but people are saying that you can meet them from the others.
Yeah. She was making that really adamant that only Nomad path is how you can meet this character.
Yep. Okay, what else? Yeah, actually, I have mixed feelings about seeing the music already, because I would like to see the music later. You know what I mean? I'm not like to be spoiled and anything like that.
Right.
Okay.
I think, like I said, and I know Eric, like Eric mentioned, he was pumped for this episode, kind of bummed they pushed the music in another episode. I am a little bit, but I also can understand why they would move it, because if they're not unsure, if they're unsure of it for some reason, or they just don't feel comfortable showing it yet, then the best course of action would be not to.
I agree,
because of course their whole motto has been "We'll be ready when it's ready." So, I know everybody's been wanting to know what the PC specs are for this game. Like, it's been asked for months and months and months. So, if it is indeed the specs they're going to talk about, that's going to make a lot of people happy, because that's what everybody's riding on. That's why everybody was chiming for these 3080s and 3090s that just came out, 3000 series. And then I know during the other Night City Wire, people played it on 2080s, I believe it was. 2080 Supers or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
What will you guys be playing it on, though?
Oof. I hopefully will be playing on a 3090, but that's a very tall hope.
Yeah, the 3080 sold out really fast yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, I've been saving for a 3090, but not sure I'm gonna find one to buy this year at least. So probably just gonna stick with my 2080 Ti.
For me, I'm gonna just be playing it on console. I managed to snag the Cyberpunk Xbox before it sold out, because it sold out ridiculously quick.
Yeah, I would love to have the controller.
Yeah, you can actually buy it separate.
It's still on sale? I could not find one.
Yeah, there was PC specs incoming. I'm a PS4 guy myself. Yeah, I got it on PS4 too. Like, I pre-ordered a year ago. I managed to grab a collector's edition by the hair of my chin, because that sold out quickly. But somebody canceled their pre-order, and I snagged it before someone else did.
All right, we're 10 seconds.
Here we go.
There we go. Yeah. Let's do this. Hopefully, no technical issues.
Yeah, I love your setup, by the way, man. It's very clean.
All right, there we go.
Here we go.
Classic intro. Love the song.
Yeah, I love it too. I just can't wait for the full version to come out.
Hello and welcome to Night City Wire Episode 3, the show from us at CD Projekt Red, where we talk about all things Cyberpunk 2077. In today's episode, we're going to start by taking you on a tour of Night City in a new gameplay video and have a chat with senior level designer Miles. Then we're going to introduce you to the gangs of Night City in another new gameplay video and have a chat with Mateusz from our quest team. Then before we finish today's episode, we're going to give you a look at some of the incredible finalists in our PC case modding contest. And we have some information that PC players have been waiting to hear. So let's get started. It's time to take you on a tour of Night City.
Yeah, Eric, I think you did change your hair. It looks quite different from the last time.
It's shorter, I think. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, Juanita here. Today's news is Novamax.
Hi there.
What?
New to Night City?
What the hell?
It's not so bad here.
How we feeling today? Cause I feel amazing.
The food. The Thai on 7th and Haywood. The pierogies down by the docks.
Our home. Our pride.
And as always, your business is my business.
And this is your World News Update.
Ooh, a new song.
Yep. Okay, so they're focusing on celebrities on this clip.
Okay, Jackie, with the dance move.
Endless possibilities. And endless lies.
Oh, okay.
We are fucked, America.
And I don't know how we're gonna fix it.
The homeless population in Night City has risen by 300%.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Crime in Night City is now
So
double
impressive.
the rate than in the new United States.
Ooh, look at this robot! Oh my god.
You want to be some kind of hero?
Because they're scavengers.
That's a fight this
Wait,
city.
there's some acid rain there.
On your own.
Yo, that was
fucked.
Max Tag. Johnny!
Flatline, I love it.
Well, on that note, that's it for today's Info Flash. Sleep tight, Night City. The grass ain't greener anywhere else.
Night City. What does it mean to you? How well do you know its history?
That's
Who was Richard Knight?
that rich district.
How many stations are in the NCART system? Which city district boasts the best burrito in town? The answers to these questions and more can be found at the address at the bottom of your screen.
Dude.
Check it out and
Is this
fall
working?
in love with Night City all over again.
What was that? Another new song.
Alright, this webpage is real. nightcity.log or something. Number of deaths today, 11. Right, this webpage is
Well,
real.
since Night City is one of our stars of this episode, there is actually quite a lot to talk about. So let's start at the beginning. How did Night City come to be? Because yes, it exists in the world of the tabletop, but how do you take that and make what we've got now?
Well, yeah, as you can imagine, making a city that is as big and complex as Night City is quite the ambitious project. First off, we sat down and we were really considering what is it that we wanted to do with Night City. In a way, Night City is the star of Cyberpunk, right? It is one of its main characters. We
Such a
wanted
Blade
to
Runner
make
vibes there.
a city that is very, very believable, right? I mean, the word immersion gets thrown around a lot, but really, we wanted you to be able to dive into it and feel like this is a real place. And then secondly, we also wanted to provide enough variety between districts so that exploring Night City would always be fun, right? There's no point in making a city that
I don't think we've
is
ever seen the
all
city like
same-ish
this
and
before.
you know, it doesn't really matter where you
So
go
many
because
places,
once you've
yeah.
been through one district, you feel like you've been through all of them. So for that, we first off started
Corporate
taking
Plaza
a
there.
look at the real-life geography that Night City is located on, and that would be on the coast of California. Knowing that Night
There's
City
the
would
full
be
map.
a coastal city
I
gave
know
us a bit
someone's
of
gonna be happy
insight
for
into
that.
what we would expect from the
It's gonna
city
get
layout.
analyzed
You'd
to hell.
expect the port, you'd expect huge industrial areas that would facilitate this kind of trade that you would assume a city of this type would have with the world. And then we went through and actually divided the city into several districts, 6 of them, and some of them are based on the original lore. We decided to give their own characteristics in terms of architecture, the demographics, the kind of people that would live there, and also the function within the city.
Looks great.
Each of these districts, in turn, we divided into further sub-districts, which we further characterized using the more grand theme of the larger district. This process, I think, has resulted in a city that feels quite alive, has a lot of character, where each district feels like its own distinct zone without feeling separated from the larger picture. And that results in something that allows the player to easily navigate even the complex concrete jungles of Night City simply by looking around and always having a rough idea where you actually are.
But Night City is clearly so different from anything we've ever created with The Witcher. Can you give us some idea about, or some insight into just how big and like how densely packed Night City really is?
Yes, so I'm not exaggerating when I'm saying that Night City is easily the most complex thing that I or the others have worked on. The city is super organic, right? It's not like a chessboard layout, but the layout of the city is crazy, and you can tell that it grew in phases, right? Where buildings have been built on top of each other, and I guess the mega buildings that we have showcased are a great example of this. You'll actually see that they are located on some kind of pillar, you know, and then expand outside and then up high into the sky, and underneath it you'll have space for other buildings. This yields a lot of interesting experiences when it comes to exploration, and that's the one thing I'm most excited about for players to experience. We've been saying that our exploration is super vertical, right? But what this really means is that it changes the way you explore the city.
I've never seen this part
compared to our previous games. You won't be able to easily set out on a target in the distance, right? You won't be able to say, oh, there's a castle on a hill over there, I'll try to get there, and then you'll be lost on the way. But here it's much more intimate, much more moment to moment.
Oh my God,
you might be roaming the cities and get called by your fixer who informs you about a job nearby that you might be able to do, right? Or you find an alleyway and you walk down one of the many alleyways that the city has to offer, and it's always a surprise. You don't know if you might stumble upon some gangers hanging out that are up to no good. Sometimes, and these are the moments that I often get surprised with, you'd even stumble upon the odd elevator that is meant to connect parts of the, you know, different layers of the city, and it's quite astonishing sometimes to see where you come out when you enter one of these and, you know, find that, oh, this is all how it connects to the world. That's crazy, and now I'm here, and now I know there's a shortcut that I can
Chinese
and
place
again,
so amazing.
This all serves to really enhance this sense of wonder that we all come to love from open world games, and the whole city is related to that.
I mean, you guys have really brought Night City to life, and I really want to make a point of that. It is a living, breathing city.
So impressive.
So as a level designer, can you give us some insight into those little touches that you guys have made? Because I hear you guys have even been placing rubbish by hand.
Oh yes, we've been placing quite a bit of rubbish, and that's certainly one of the more glorious parts of being a level designer or an environment artist, where you get to litter the streets that you've spent time building with the garbage. But it's details such as this that we find really important to make the city feel alive, and also we take great pride in the process of making this, right? We have a lot of fun placing all of what we call mini stories, right? These are little encounters that you can find when you simply walk along the streets. Of course, we have huge quests, right? Side quests. We have lots of.
I don't know if it's just me, but that was like RoboCop, like that robot from RoboCop 1.
Just kind of stop down for a minute and take a look at your surroundings that we have so lovingly created, and try to see if there maybe isn't something that you can be a little detective for. Now, one other thing that I think is really, really cool is also the fact that we have actually named every single street in the city.
Arena
so not only will NPCs be able to communicate their locations or the locations they want you to visit by sort of referring to the street names, but also you will be able to talk to your friends about it in that way, right? Have you been to Poplar Street in Japantown, for example? And
I love this.
I think this is a small detail, but the philosophy that we have with these kind of things is that, you know, many small things contribute to the sum of it, which is hopefully
it looks
then
so small
you being
because
able
the buildings are so tall.
a city that you feel is truly
the other
alive
dimension
and
so small.
that you haven't been experiencing before.
Well, Miles, thank you so much for giving us your insight. I suppose when the game launches, you could be an official Night City tour guide instead, right?
I might be, yeah. You know, if this game dev thing doesn't work out for me, I might retire and become a tour guide in Night City.
Yeah, he'd be a great one.
Don't forget that if you are tuning in late or if you just want to watch anything again, we will be uploading everything to our channels soon. Now, from the 6th Street to the Valentinos, it's time to introduce you to the gangs of Night City.
Have you checked the webpage, nightcity.blog yet? It's so incredible.
I haven't seen it just yet. It's a legit website?
You know how things work in Night City.
Later. Let's watch this.
The stronger survive.
Later.
But that's how things stand. You're either somebody, or you fizzle out into nothing.
Badlands?
Then see ain't a city that lets you get by without buddies.
Be very careful, my friend. We are all so far from home.
Which gang's the city's biggest and baddest, according to the NCPD?
Scavs hold the body count title. Or Maelstrom, depending on the season. One time, a Maelstrom ganger killed a young kid right in front of my eyes for shits and giggles.
Chrome-sucking psychos.
And who the fuck are you to say what can and can't be? I'm gonna introduce you to our meat grinder. About time we had some fun! Think Maelstrom never forget!
He was the club from... Yeah, that's totally Totem Task.
I hate these Borg fuckers.
Just a gang like any other, right?
I'll take the Valentinos. They follow God and the Santa Madre. Honor means something to them.
How'd you meet Jackie?
We started out together.
In the Valentinos?
No, in the fucking Bible book club. I gotta give style points to the Valentinos. They have a punishment for every occasion.
Gangster life, puto!
Quick shout out to everyone in Haywood and Santo Domingo. Lately, the Valentinos and 6th Street have had a bigger bone to pick.
This is a radio, I guess.
6th Street. Why'd they want to wipe you?
I don't, can't fucking stand Tinos.
Fucking scum!
I've dealt with 6th Street before. We do the run, they'll transfer the cred.
Come on, let's go before 6th Street shows up. Shot! Any more Second Amendment fans in the house, huh?
Hate those bastards. Vomit lofty patriotic bullshit all day. Time to bring on the future.
Any idea how many attacks from behind the Black Wall we neutralized? If the Voodoo Boys breach the Black Wall, we'll all be fucked.
Voodoo Boys? Urban myth, I thought. Just net runners spooking each other. No such gang.
You know, I heard a few things about you. The Voodoo Boys, best runners in town.
You do not steal from the Voodoo Boys. I see you, always. For them, Pacifica's just Haiti 2.0. Their own island, cut off from the rest of the city.
This is our turf, our home. Until last week, the animals crawled in.
Animals are the craziest fucking gang in the city.
Love the music. Yeah, I love the music.
Animals aren't the play here, are they? They're hired muscle. Someone else needed them.
I fucked you over, you fucked the gang over. Somewhere at the start of the story, somebody fucked the corp. See how this works now?
My husband's new Westbrook. Very high in the tiger claws. They did what made the best eddies. Sold sex and black market tech.
That's who she
is. A lot of tigers.
Motorcycle.
In this place.
Know what else they do well? Break the knees of people
who is that dude?
Whoa, Katana.
Do something!
Shut the fuck up! The tigers will kill us. Come on, baby.
Tiger claws killed
My
one
favorite
girl too many,
boxes.
so people took matters into their own hands.
Folk went ballistic. Girls, pimps, outcasts, the whole freak show.
Sure.
It's how the Mox got started.
Think you're some kind of gangoon now, huh?
Us
There was a
Mox just
trans
have each
girl.
other's back.
I think
Look
I'm
out
gonna have
for
to
one
rewatch
another.
it. But I think
You
it
looking
was
for
a
some
dude.
company tonight?
How'd you hook up with the Mox?
I thought Susie and the gang could really change something in this city.
Moxes and
Johnny.
nomads don't seem so different. Both seem to yammer a lot about community, solidarity. Tell me about the Badlands. Not much going on out here, huh?
Oh no, here comes the
Au
raid.
contraire.
Avocados.
This is an
Right.
ecosystem. Nomads, wrapped in Shiv, corporations, and drifters, they form a complete whole. Remove one part, the delicate balance topples.
Here in the Aldecaldos, it all stays in the family.
Classic dilemma. What comes first? Family or the outside world?
This family will go to hell and back.
Everyone in this city lives in their own bubble, and either you fly high or sink into quicksand.
Wow, dude.
Did it show the rates, did he?
Matthew,
didn't show the
thank you
race.
so much for joining us. I have personally been really excited to give people a closer look at the gangs. We've shown a little bit on Twitter, but their styles are so distinct.
Yes, I enjoyed them a lot as well in our game. I think they're very cool.
But let's start then with the kind of role that they play, because gangs really do play a prominent role in Night City, correct?
Yes, definitely. The gangs, they rule the streets of Night City. You know, they have the newest cyberware, they have the newest weaponry, and they are really a power that everyone needs to take into account when they are thinking of operating in Night City. You will encounter them as you explore the city, of course, but also as you complete main quests, side quests, different jobs for the fixers. Sometimes you might even get hired by them.
But then, I suppose everybody's thinking then, can you join a gang?
Well, V is a merc, and mercs of Night City are this unique, distinct group that stick mostly to themselves, right? And they get jobs from variety of factions. They can get jobs from corporations, they can get jobs from gangs, they can get jobs from different kind of like influential clients. Because of this, nobody will ever trust a merc to be one of them, right? And the gangs are no exception here. They are looking only for like people that they know will be loyal to them, right? And that they will fight for their cause all of the time, not just some of the times when it's profitable to them. So because of this, V will mostly stick to the Afterlife. And the Afterlife are this group of mercs, this legendary group of mercenaries in Night City. They get the best jobs, they get the most money, the best clients, and so on. So if you want to become a legend in Night City, you are going to the Afterlife.
Yep.
So we've obviously mentioned distinct style then. So does that mean there are kind of special gang-themed weapons and items and clothing for players to find and use?
Yes, definitely. There are different vehicles that you can drive, for example. There are cars, there are motorbikes. Then, of course, there are different pieces of clothing themed after gangs. There are weapons and so on. So yeah, definitely there are things
that is
to
a
look forward
katana,
to.
man.
I suppose as somebody who's spent as much time as you have kind of getting to know the gangs, I have to ask, which is your favorite and why?
So I would have to say probably Maelstrom, simply because they have this unique, distinct feel and this weird aesthetic about them. So the idea about Maelstrom is they are people who want to cross the boundary between the machine and human, right? They are changing so much of their body with cyberware that they no longer look human, really. On top of that, they are also very unpredictable. It's very difficult to say what they will do at any point when you meet them. At one moment, they can be shaking hands with you, and at the other moment, you know, they will pull gun out on you, and they bring in this element of chaos into the game, which I really enjoy personally.
Oh, Matty, thank you so much for joining us. It's always interesting to learn what your favorite gang is. I think it kind of tells me a little bit about you.
Oh, does it? What does it say about me?
Oh my god.
Well,
That's true.
We'll talk about that later. But for now, before we wrap up today's episode, we asked people to show us their creativity and design a PC case mod, Cyberpunk style.
That was impressive.
Our panel of judges selected 5 finalists, and we teamed them up with professional case modders to bring their concept to reality.
These 5 amazing designs will be fighting for the main prize, an Alienware Aurora PC along with other awesome gaming peripherals, brought to you by our partners, Alienware, Nvidia, and SteelSeries. Let's see the mods.
Wow, dude.
That's impressive.
I absolutely loved this one.
What?
The whole aesthetic works with each other.
Absolutely next level. Honestly, kind of terrifying.
Militech.
Love the music as well.
I just knew somebody was going to do a Yaiba.
Exactly the type of thing I would expect to find at a trade show.
It really looks like it could have come straight out of the game.
Running chair as a PC. The legs move?
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
To watch the full PC case modding video and to get more information about when the winning design will be available on charity auction, stay tuned to our social media channels. Looking at those PC case mods, it reminds me that we do have one more thing to reveal. If you're going to be playing Cyberpunk 2077 on PC when it launches this November, we do have some specs to share that I think some of you have been waiting for. The minimum system requirements for Cyberpunk are a Windows 7 or 10 PC, an Intel Core i5 3570K or AMD FX 8310, 8 gigs of RAM, and an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 780 or an AMD Radeon RX 470. In the storage department, the game will take up roughly 70 gigs of space, and although it will run off a HDD, we do recommend an SSD.
That's not a lot.
As for the recommended specs, you're in the green if you're rocking Windows 10, an Intel Core i7 4790 or AMD Ryzen 3 3200G. 12 gigs of RAM and an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 or AMD Radeon
you're gonna be
R9
totally fine then.
Fury. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 3 of Night City Wire. Don't forget that if you've missed anything or if you just want to watch again, we will be uploading everything to our channels shortly. And we will be back soon with episode 4.
What?
Alright, episode 4. Soon, like, I don't know, soon TM, I guess.
Probably going to be the next month. It's probably going to be right before launch. Like, I have a feeling it's going to be before launch.
Probably. Alright, before we wrap this up, let's just take a look together on this. Okay, let me kill this music here real quick. Let us take a quick look, a 5-minute look on this webpage. Let me open this.
I actually hopped on it while they were talking about, while Matthew was talking about gangs. The ads in here.
Yeah.
Are crazy. Like, there's one I'm looking at now. It says radiation in your sector.
Yep.
We can help. All world insurance, and it's a baby with.
Yes. Right. I have this open here. So this webpage is amazing. First of all, number of deaths today. Okay, let me change the language on this because it's on. Yeah, mine is on Portuguese here. All right. Come on. How can I change the language?
It should be
US. Nope. Any idea how I can put this in English?
It should have an option for it.
Yeah, just okay on the bottom. English. Oh, there you go.
It's big. Is that a burrito?
Yeah. All right. So that's a lot of pop-ups just to begin with.
Yeah, that's cool. Like a ghost samurai protecting you.
Yeah. I wonder what that is.
It says it's home security, so it's like a security system for your home. But imagine if it's actually Ghost Samurai.
Yeah, but
dude,
this is probably just a surveillance. I don't know, like Alexa 7.0 or something. I don't know. So weird. And welcome to Night City. Some text here. Too long, didn't read overview. Nice. A lot of shots of the city. I love this ads for halts and Pirales. So that's going to be an election. Because right now, the mayor of Night City, I don't remember the name of it from the lore book, but there is a mayor. I think it's Halt. If I'm not, I don't know. I think it's Halt, the current mayor. But I'm going to have to double check that. So that's probably going to be a lot of quests involved in this election. Because I imagine it's a big thing on the city. So maybe some quest to, I don't know, to screw one candidate or the other. That's going to be something. We have So Strong It Glows. 100% pure Polesevk. All right. It's a drink there.
Easy beef. So fresh it wiggles in your mouth.
Yeah. All food.
That's a little weird.
That's super weird. It's like, this it looked like meat, right? Like, yeah, it's probably meat.
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah, synthetic meat. Yeah,
synthetic meat substitute. See, because that's what I was talking about earlier about animals being really rare. So if you were trying to have an animal to eat, you'd have to pay extensive money to do that because it doesn't happen.
In vitro beef culture. Okay, so the current mayor is Lucius. Yeah, Lucius. So it's neither of those. So not sure why he's not running again. Because I don't know. So the current mayor is Lucius Rhine. Oh, never mind. He is running. So there's 3 candidates. Lucius Rhine, trusted, proven, 2077 election. Okay, so there's at least 3 candidates. Right, some information about transportations, new screenshots. What's on this district here? All right. This ad is so creepy with the baby growing some arms and legs.
Yeah, I got that one. I was like, dude, what?
It is even grosser than the old lady with like all green poison on her.
Oh, I just got that one.
Yeah, that one is awful.
That's, my God, imagine she's got her teeth in a jar with that water.
Yes. Delamain, leave your problems at the door. Because this Delamain is the combat cab service. I love this ad as well. Real water ad. Love it.
Environment protection. That's an elephant. How is that possible?
I have no idea. There's a really good shot of city center there, of the corporate plaza. This roundabout is absolutely insane. Oh my God.
They have a bigger version there at the very bottom. They have a ton of like wide screenshots.
What? Yeah, that's true. Jeez. Okay, that's
I think
gonna...
what I'm more
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that I see some people going wild on Twitter. I think what I'm more amazed about this game that they showed was that it's only 70 gigs for ads. Because I mean, look at what we were just shown. That's huge. That is absolutely massive for a game world.
Yeah, it is impressive.
Because it's horizontal and vertical, meaning you can travel the landscape, but you can go in and out of buildings too, and they go up and down.
Yeah.
So, and then you have the Badlands on top of that, and this has all got and there's no loading screens.
Mm-hmm.
There's transitions, but it transitions from gameplay to cutscene like God of War. No loading screens. So that means it's loading real time as you're walking. Like, dude, 70 gigs.
Usually, the thing that takes the most space on a game is the texture. So they probably went super smart on recycling textures somehow. I don't know. But
yeah,
that's impressive. 70 gigs is really impressive. I was hoping for at least 140 or something.
I was expecting. They said it would not go anywhere near 200. So I was like, maybe it'll be in the 90s, maybe the early hundreds. 70 gigs.
Oh, there is Elena somewhere here. Just where is he? She's streaming something here on Twitch.
They were doing an after show talk about it.
Oh.
Everything that's going on with somebody else.
Yeah. I think it's worth re-streaming that. But I think we can wrap this up. That's gonna be content for at least a month worth of videos for both of us, I guess. So if you don't know this man there, the link for his channel is on the video description. Make sure to go there, check it out, subscribe. And any last words for today?
Just thank you for having me, man. It was really fun. I'd love to do this more of your game in the future.
Sure. And let's make it happen.
I think today I have a lot of editing to do, man.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna have a lot of work on the next few weeks.
The amount of songs, like there was a new song for every gang, and then there was like 3 songs revealed in the beginning. And like every time I've done that, I've tried to extract them and put them up because I know people are looking for them until they do a
that's
full
a good
one.
thing. Yep.
That's gonna suck though. I'm gonna have at least a dozen songs to do that for. But
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure, man.
All right, let's try to make this the Night City Wire episode 4 on your channel, maybe, or on both channels. So stay tuned on our social media. I'm gonna link everything here on the descriptions, and you guys stay tuned. And again, thank you a lot for joining me, and I see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, bye, everyone.